So let's talk through the next step, that is creating a connected app. This is very important. Connected app is the one which decide what level of access we need to allow to the external user, whoever is requesting for data. Okay, and the type of user or the users who is allowed to be authorized to do that. Okay, so we need to create a connected app. So let's go to our target org, which is lgh comp, right? So this is our target org. We just need to go to app manager, right? And here you can create a new connected app. So by clicking this, you can create a new connected app. So now with recent release, there is another addition to the connected app, a new generation thing you can say. So instead of creating connected app, you can always go for create an external client app, which is more secure one, right? There are few differences. Will not go in details for that, but yeah, you can explore creating external client app. You can go here and create a external client app. So if I navigate here, I continue, I need to give the name, API name, right? Contact email. These are not mandatory thing, only these things are mandatory. This is important thing, right? Distribution state, whether it is local or you are creating it for the managed package. Okay, then once you save the name, I'll just show you which one I have created. It will give you additional options. So here also there is another navigation where you can go and create your new external client tab, right? So I have created one. I'll just click on this. So once you create, it will have all these sub tabs. So you can go and define policies. Policy will tell what is the permitted users, right, that you want to give. Then the use permitted user should have this profile whichever you select, right? So remember, we are using jot flow. So in jot flow there is whatever user we create, it is called server account or the account server account user. Okay, it's not a user as in user. Okay, so you need to define app policies to make it more secure. You can define what is the timeout for that token, whether you want to immediately expire the refresh token, do you want to enforce the IP restrictions, what should be the session timeout. All those things you can define in the policies to make it secure. The important factor is settings, right? This settings, whatever name you have given, it will appear here. Then you need to choose what is the OAuth that you are going to use, right? So in our case, we have used OAuth as in JWT, right? Enable JWT bearer flow. So there are various flows: client credential flow, authorization code flow, device flow, right? Various flow, but most of the flows need secret for handshake, right? So that's where we use this jot bearer flow, where if you remember, we have downloaded that crt file from the source org, right? So that file you need to upload here, and then this will be a starting of your handshake with this target org, right? So you need to upload the certificate file here. All other settings, you need to enable this issue JSON web token, right? So this is how, and this will tell, right? So this is a callback url for my source org. Okay, just look at the pattern. Then the OAuth scopes, if you see, I have just used the API scope and the refresh token and offline access, because what I am doing is I am just making a API call with which I'll be accessing the information. Okay, so based on your requirement, you can choose the scopes, right, that suits your requirement. Okay, so this is how, this is very important step. You need to configure the connected app. For any integration, I would suggest, instead of going for your client credentials or going for directly using username password using in the flow or in your code, always go for the auth authentication. Okay, further, when you learn about all those different flows, you will understand which flow you can use, which is secure, which is less secure, which is more secure. All those things you have to explore. Okay, thank you. We'll cover this much in this session. See you in the next session for the next steps.